Alafia, aho, ase, namaste, and blessings to all. Welcome to Shadow of Wolves. In understanding that we're going to focus on the tarot messages of spirits of today. Now remember, tarot cards is something that we generally don't play with. Tarot cards have a lot to do with spiritual energy. Once you believe, you will achieve your understanding of spirituality. Now, spiritualists never stop growing. We never stop learning. They send us messages. Our ancestors and spirit guides send us messages, even the sounds of the wind. Even when you hear a bird chirping, even when you hear a drum, telepathically, spiritually. Pay attention to your dreams and your messages. When you stop at a stop sign and a bird simply flies past your car, there's always a message. When you see a cardinal, for example, and you run into a cardinal, that particular spiritual energy is also an ancestor who has crossed over to let you know that they are still with you. When you, for example, you spot a blue jay, be careful of picking up blue jay feathers, as those particular energies tell you to be careful of gossip and the evil eye, and always have faith in anything that you see or that you run into. Nothing is a coincidence. I've had many spiritual energies that have jumped out and reached out to me, and I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's just a hawk and, it's passing through when I was younger, Maybe it's that. No, these are spiritual messages that are being sent to you from the other side. So do have faith in those cardinals that you do see. Do have faith in all energies, because nothing is a coincidence. So, for example, I've told this to only a few people when we were doing the 21 division ceremony, and it will be very similar in Sansei. I remember it was so much fun. This is 15 years ago for 21 divisions when I got initiated, that I saw so many different things that would make us laugh. Like, we were going to a crossroad and there was a man with a red shirt and a black pants and walking really slow. And what made it more interesting is that his hat was not like exactly a top hat, but it was in a way where he looked like a legba, So there's no coincidence in anything in blessings to Papa Legba. This is a spiritual energy. So say, for example, that you're praying at the sea and you're praying for healing, and the sea is very calm that day. And then all of a sudden, a big wave comes and it hits you, or you may see a dolphin. Once you start believing, I promise you, your third eye will open slowly but surely. And once they know that you're open to that and you believe, then you'll get more and more messages from the other side. So have faith in this. Even butterflies. When I see a dragonfly, for example, I know that this dragonfly, fairies love to ride on dragonflies. And I talk to the dragonfly and I enjoy its company, and I watch, and I have so much respect for dragonflies. Many shapeshifters, they transform themselves, and they also travel through different flowers and different energies. So when you see, for example, angel trumpets, not only do they cause delirium, and they could be very dangerous if used in the wrong hands, but so many different angelic and fairy beings travel through these angel trumpets. Many places are portals. So let's go over and let's study on the tarot and the messages of the tarot that's being sent to us. Make sure that when you're looking at this, or when you're doing your tarot, or whatever you believe in, make sure that your energy is always clean. So for example, here I have Florida water, okay? And you can make your own Florida water as well. So this Florida water, for example, has branches of rue, and it also has cascarilla, okay? Basil, albahaca, and different energies. That particular energy always walks with spirit. So when you go really deep into spiritualism and you study it, the actual spelling of certain plants and certain flowers coincide to invoking that spirit. So please do remember also that we must always do good. We must always have faith. If someone is doing us an injustice or thinking negative, or there's an imposter of negativity, do know that you don't fight fire with fire. You clean yourself. And you do have a right to defend yourself in reversals to what we say in Sansei and 21 divisions. We say Beliet, Bekan, and we also say Angel Michael. So you can do reversals with different angels and so forth. And for those of you who already have your ceremony and you've done it correctly and you walk with those energies, blessings to you. Those of you who have also been scratched in Palo Mayombe and who have made the sacrifice to do your ceremonies, that spirit and that particular energy of that saint is definitely walking with you. Now, say, for example, you haven't done any ceremonies whatsoever at all. That's fine. Have faith and do your prayers with God. Your ancestors will never leave your side, as there are more energies of, I'm trying to find a right way to say this, more energies of the dead than there are those of alive, who are alive. And I'm telling you, always do good, because where there could be another person bad-mouthing you or talking about you or jealous of you, you get an evil eye pendant like what I have here, and you pray. You can use this, you can have an evil eye pendant at your house, but believe me, God is an awesome God. Olodumare is powerful. So do know the energies that you walk with, because only your spirit guides, saints, and that of God and that of the great creator knows what's behind you, and they will take care of it. Even if you fail and you fall, man, get right back up, because you gotta know what's walking with you. Because let me tell you, evil, like Rumpelstiltskin once said, evil is not born, it's made. Unless it's demonic energy, of course, and those demons were not human. But how about this? There are also archangels that were never human. Also, too, you can work with the blessings of the hand of Fatima. So do know there's different talismans that can be prepared. Do know that you're not alone when you feel like the world is on your shoulders and you're feeling down. So let's see what our spirits have to say. And as we're doing this, we always pray first, which I have done over these cards. We always listen to the message of our spirit guides. And in studying that, we do know that love conquers all. Do you know that love is the highest vibration? You can listen to 444 gigahertz, and they will play this music that will be in tune with your energy, and that energy will clean the house. So this is why it's important, even in Orisha faith and other spiritual faiths, we know that arguments and sorrow and negative and depressing slanders and gossip, that stays in your house. Guess what? It is there. So when you're vibrating on a higher frequency and you're clearing your energy and space, no matter what's going on in your world, there are archangels and there are spirits that you can call on that you don't need initiation for. Archangel Michael is there for you. Of course, you call on the great creator, whether you say Yahweh, whether you say God, whether you say Allah, Olodumare, call on these energies and they will help you and they will continue to bless you. So in moving right along and understanding this, have faith in what you have, because there's always a rainbow after every storm. Let's see what our spirit guides have to say, and let's see what's coming up. Okay, now, wow, I'm looking at this because I wanted this. This is a warrior energy card. So no matter what you're going through, this is a 3-card spread. Whatever you're going to, harness that warrior energy. Do know, and it's facing you, whoever's listening and watching, that you cannot be defeated. You're going to get tired. You're going to feel the need to give up. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, all of this is on top of me. Wands represent fire. represents that fiery energy in the Wands of Six. So do know, especially with this particular card facing the quadrant, facing your client, facing whoever it is, and in this case it's you, because this is for you, whoever's watching, and thank you for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share and comment. If you don't want to comment, it does help when you like and subscribe. Bless me and my spirits bless you. And you understand the other way too. So in understanding this, do know the warrior energy within you. The Six of Wands says, when you feel like you want to give up, don't. Now, those of you who have surroundings, whether at work, this particular energy showed up in the Ten of Wands. There always will be slander, gossip, and backstabbing. There are people who will see you and they know that you shine. They will be jealous of you. They will put you down. They will tell other people things that are lies, or throw a negative seed about you and stab you in the back. Why? Because you did not fall to their whim. You did not succumb to their whim. They just don't like you. They're jealous of you. They are there to backstab you. These are slanders and gossipers. This is the main card, because this is the middle card that came out. Those people get so envious when they see you. So it's best for those of you who are listening to this, do know that you will need to have some sort of talisman of protection. It could be an evil eye pendant. It could be a prepared makuta. It could be something that you know. It could be a cross to represent Yeshua. It could be whatever your faith is. Do know and believe that backstabbers are people who just envy you. Somebody, oh, I don't like him. Why? Because he shines. So this card in the Ten of Swords represents the air. It represents anything coming out of the air. So when you get a card of the air like this, and when you get a card like this of fire, you smoking your house out, because you're working with air when you're smoking and praying, and all of those energies are being released from your mouth and your what we call ashe. So when you're doing that, the air gets clear and you're praying. Don't just sage. And blessings to my beautiful Navajo friends and people. They're also santeras, and I thank them for their sage that they have given me as a gift, amongst other things. I really appreciate. This is handmade. What you do is when you're doing this, it's almost with the feather, especially the energy and the astral of the bird and the spirit that they walk with that was in the sky will bless your home. So I'm doing longer videos. This is why I'm using the YouTube platform with all blessings, because I have the liberty to also teach. So do understand, when you have fire like this and doing fire cleansings, and you're lighting the sage and you're blowing smoke, this represents defeating these two signs, because there's always an answer that you are looking for. So do know you will win the battle. Do know that the backstabbers will not win. They don't win, but they will continue to slander you so that people can look at you in ill faith. A very positive, very sane and intelligent person will not be offended at all if there's a time in which you don't need them, when you're starting to resolve your life and you're moving ahead and you're growing and you're prospering. A negative, ignorant person will listen to the slander and gossip, or that little negative seed that they threw just to separate you from that person. So do know these energies of fire and air. The air comes from what? Your ache, your mouth. Your mouth relates to your brain, your mind, in speaking your prayers. You can't just light sage and just walk around. I'm putting fire to this sage. You can't do that and expect it for it to work without prayer, because we always need prayer. So in understanding that, the energy of this of sage. You can use frankincense and myrrh. You can switch it up because sage always wipes out almost everything. And then you'll have to sometimes switch up your incense and your fire and so forth. You can also make a bonfire outside and just rub the smoke over your aura to cleanse your aura. The astral, you see, this here is the bundle. And when you want to use your smoker, you don't have a feather. I have plenty, and I plan on going over that in another video. And you just blow it out because there are many people, my friend, who don't want to see you shine, who want to slander you. You can even, for example, go somewhere and try to teach or try to help, and they'll put you down in front of others or make it look like you have problems so other people can give you bad eye. So take care of your energy, okay? This is very, very important. Now, the Temperance card, this is a 3-card spread, speaks about archangels. The angels are blessing you. They're telling you to be patient. They hear your call. So when my client or godchild tends to get a card like this of the archangels, this reminds me of Archangel Gabriel for me. Now, what they're saying is they're filling your cup. They're telling you be patient. The cup will runneth over once you have faith in yourself, no matter the slander and the gossip, because negative energies, they stay below, so they never win. Elevate on the highest vibration and frequency, and that is of love. And when a negative situation happens, remember, I even said this in my other videos, say to yourself, when you get hurt, and we know as light workers, spiritualists, those who help and save their families, those who help and save their godchildren, those who help and save their godparents, anything that happens where you're not appreciated, do know that this is being written in your book of life. Do know that archangels are by your side. Now, if this is in reverse, okay, that means your energy is being depleted too much and you need to recuperate your energy through meditation, outdoors. When this particular card comes up, I tell whoever it is that's getting their reading, sit out in the sun, ground yourself. It has to be directly in the sun. And we work with the sun's energy. Why? Because it's a masculine. The sun is a masculine energy, a valoro, masculine energy. So that masculine energy will cover you. You can even put your glasses that you have on your spiritual altar out in the sun so we can manifest and pick up that energy. When you're sitting out in the sun, you can also, if you have a harp, a flute, pray and pray to the archangels. We always, with permission, ask God Almighty, please, I'm calling forward to Archangel Michael. I'm calling forward to Archangel Uriel. I'm calling on Gabriel. I'm calling on Raphael for healing. So in this particular card, it says, it's okay. You're going to win the battle. You have that fiery energy. You have that strength. No matter if you feel like giving up, it's okay. Let them backstab you. Take care of your back. Always cleanse your aura. As we mentioned earlier in this video, you can use Florida water. You can even use, for example, this is my selenite egg. What you can do is selenite is always cleansing itself. So what you can do is take the egg and you could rub it on your aura, rub it on your throat chakra, rub it in the back of your neck, rub it on your heart chakra for healing. You can rub it on your arms and your legs and rub your solar plexus chakra, your root chakra, rub your legs as your hands and your feet also have chakras. In blessings of that, know there'll be many people that won't appreciate you because the card is here, that they will just, this, that, this, and they'll look for something. But if you know that you're doing this for God, if you know that you have achieved something, maybe this is a life lesson for you that you had to achieve in this life, and you passed the test. You passed the test. So for example, in the Egyptian culture, they believe that your heart goes on a scale and they will put a feather on one side and your heart on the other. If your heart is lighter than the feather, they say that you go to the kingdom of heaven where Ra resides. Now, I like this. I feel kind of elegouage today, so excuse me. So in understanding that, do know that you have faith within yourself. Another thing to bring happiness into your life, I'm sorry, is to plant sunflowers. Sunflowers not only represents the energy of Anaïsa Pierre, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy of the luau, and blessings to Anaïsa, and you can, or Ochun, or Mama Chola, and so forth. So in calling on these energies, or of your commission of, they say Los Indios, I like to say of our indigenous people, your indigenous people, those who are native to the land. So knowing this, you want to feed more energy, more information I can give you, because I can talk all day, but some people don't like long videos and some people do. So you want more of this energy? Get yourself a citrine, okay? And you charge the citrine out in the sun. Put it on the left side of your house, in your house, and that will also bring in a lot of positive energies. You can even hold citrine in your right hand. You can hold a crystal in your left. Hold the citrine and you pray. Stones also walk with spirit, so make sure that you always clear your stones. When you're cleaning yourself completely, selenite, but a natural egg always works. And an egg, even when you crack the egg and you're using the egg white and you take a bath with that, even with a little bit of sweetness, it doesn't have to be Florida water. It could be Pompeia or your favorite sweet perfume with sunflowers, and you're mixing it and you're praying over it, and you take that bath. You will feel so much better. So regardless of the strength, this is the strength still that you'll win the battle of fire. Okay, of things in the air. When you're feeling heavy like this, we spoke about cleansing yourself. When you know that all is down, archangels are watching everything. Let them slander and gossip. They clean you with their tongue. Okay, so do know that your God is an awesome God. Alafia, aho, ase, namaste, and blessings to all. Keep calm and bless yourself. Ache. Have a blessed night.